the air still holds yesterday's pain. There's a breath between and faith, where the heart learns how to remain. Footsteps echo on hollow ground. Dreams are heavy, voices low. Every promise feels upside down when love is the first thing we let go. The sky is gray like a wounded soul. Clouds hang low like unspoken cries. Every tear takes its silent toll, falling softly from tired eyes. No medals shine in the dark of night. No songs are sung for the ones who stay. Only shadows holding on to light, trying not to fade away. They don't speak of the fear they hide. They don't ask if tomorrow's kind. They just stand with their hearts open wide, leaving their peace behind. He calmly defend, in the silence they stand, with trembling hands on a broken land. No glory waits, no gentle end, just love they give again and again. He calmly defend while the world sleeps sound. They carry the weight, they don't make a sound. If they fall as friends. He calm, they defend. Folded with shaking hands, words that never say goodbye. Promises written in fading ink under a dark and restless sky. Mothers pray without a sound. Fathers stare at empty doors. Every heartbeat is tightly wound, waiting for footsteps across the floor. The night feels longer than it should. Slows down when hope is thin. Every soul misunderstood, fighting battles deep within. They laugh softly to hide the ache, share their pain in quiet ways, smiling so their friends won't break, counting stars instead of days. No one sees the tears they've shed in the dark when courage bends. They walk where angels fear to tread, just to protect what they defend. He calmly defend through the cold and rain, through the sound of loss and lingering pain. No one knows how much they've spent, every breath, every moment. He calmly defend with their backs to the wall. If the night comes fast, they answer the call, even if hope slowly bends. He calm, they defend. There's a calm that comes before the storm, a quiet stronger than the roar, where fear takes shape, it learns the form of something worth fighting for. They remember home in fading light, the smell of rain, a familiar song, holding those memories through the night, just to help them carry on. Some will never make it back, some names fade into the dust. History forgets the cracks, but love remembers all of us. No statues for the broken hearts, no headlines tell their truth, only scars that never part from the brave and weary youth. If tomorrow never comes, if the dawn forgets their names, let the wind still hum their love, let the earth still feel their pain. They were more than just the fight, defend. When the silence finally speaks and the guns fade into air, you'll hear their names in broken peace. In every quiet prayer, he calmly defends till the very end. Not for warfare, for friends. If sorrow is the price we spend, he The air is still like it's holding its breath, no wind to carry the weight of death. Footsteps pause on a silent road, every heart bears a heavy load. The sky looks calm, almost kind, but storms are raging in the mind. Nothing moves, yet nothing rests. Pain beats loud inside the chest. Still air doesn't mean there's peace, it only means the noise has ceased. In this quiet where fear stays true, duty speaks in what we do. Still air, fighting souls, duty calls. We stand upright while everything falls. No cheers, no songs, no guiding sound, just hearts still beating on broken ground. Through silent nights and endless days, still there, fighting souls remain. I stay fixed on the dark ahead, thinking of words that were never said. A mother's prayer, a lover's face, frozen in time, a distant place. Hands are steady, though spirits shake. Every breath a choice we make. Fear walks close but never wins, because giving up is a deeper sin. We don't speak the names out loud of those we lost, of broken vows. Silence keeps the pain in line, so we can stand one more time. Still there, fighting souls, duty calls. Through cracked hearts and splintered walls, with tired eyes and burning veins, we carry hope inside the pain. Even when the night won't fade, still there, fighting souls stay brave. Midnight stretches long and thin, that's when the war turns deep within. Every sound becomes a sign, every shadow crosses the line. Memories strike like distant fire, faces lost we still admire. We kneel beside the falling ground, whispering vows without a sound. If I don't see the morning light, tell my family I stood my ground. Tell them fear was in my chest, but duty never let me rest. If my name fades with the dust, let this land remember trust. I gave my strength, I gave my breath, so others wouldn't meet this death. Candles burn in far off rooms, bloodshed. No medals shine in the still air, only faith and quiet care. Yet here we stand, bone and soul, trying to keep the dark controlled. We don't fight for pride or fame or empty words or hollow names. We fight so children wake in peace, so hatred finally can cease. Still there, fighting souls, duty calls, in whispered fear and shattered halls, for lives unseen and dreams unheard. We keep our post, we keep our word, even bends we do not fall. Still there, fighting souls, duty calls. Listen to the space between the sound. That's where courage can be found. Not in noise or victory, but in standing silently. Dawn creeps in like it's unsure if this world is still secure. Eyes burn red but bodies rise, carrying truth behind their eyes. No one knows the weight we hold, the nights we age, the years we grow old. But every step we choose to take keeps tomorrow awake. If the night returns again, we will face it as we can, because duty isn't loud or bold. It's the fire we silently hold. Still there, fighting souls, duty calls, broken spirits that refuse to fall through silent cries and unseen pain. We remain if peace is born from sacrifice. Remember those who paid the price. Still there, fighting souls, duty calls, standing tall. Duty calls, standing tall. Through it all, one day the air may finally move, one day the scars may start to soothe. Until that time, through endless nights in still air, fighting souls keep duty alive. The day begins with quiet air, no songs of joy, no shouting there. Shoes line up by the open door like they've done 1,000 times before. Uniforms press, faces calm, smiles prepared like a fragile charm. We stand so close yet far apart, trying to be strong from the start. Hands are warm but hearts feel cold, holding words that won't be told. We smile like we know they'll return, like a loss is something we don't learn. But inside every breath we take, there's a fear we cannot shake. We smile so they won't see us cry, we smile to make the moment kind. We smile so love can look brave, standing at the edge of what we can't say. This is the day we smile for our soldiers with breaking hearts on our shoulders. We smile through fear, through silent pain, pretending goodbye won't leave a stain. Every smile is a promise untrue, every grin says I'll wait for you. Oh, with innocent eyes, believing smiles never lie. Her mother nods, says she's okay, while her strength slowly slips away. Cameras flash, the crowd appears, clapping louder to drown the tears. But when the engines fade from sound, only silence stays around. Smiles fall gently from our face, like they were never meant to stay. Rooms feel large and nights feel long, everything feels slightly wrong. We smile for courage we don't feel, we smile so pain won't look too real. We smile because it's all we know, when love must let its heartbeat go. This is the day we smile for our soldiers with trembling hands. Growing colder, we smile for peace we've never seen, for safe returns we still believe. Every smile hides a quiet prayer, every breath whispers please be spared. Oh, remember the cost from the start, the day we smile for our soldiers. Letters travel across the land, written with a careful hand. I'm fine, they say, don't worry now. Words that hide the how and how. Photos come with borrowed light, smiles frozen to survive the night. But eyes confess what lips deny. How often brave hearts wanna cry. Time moves slow, then moves too fast, living between future and past. Each knock, each ring, each silent tone feels heavier when you're alone. If smiling could bring them safely home, no one would ever feel alone. If smiling could undo the cost, no name would ever join the lost. But smiles are thin and love is wide, and fear walks quietly inside. We smile because they need to see the world they're fighting for is still breathing. This is the day we smile for our soldiers. Soft smiles meant to make them stronger. We smile so hope won't fall apart, even when it breaks our heart. Every smile is love in disguise, standing bravely in front of goodbyes. Oh, remember the calls from the start, the day we smile, our soldiers. Smile, our soldiers. Some return with tired eyes, some return but never quite. Some come home to silent rooms, some are carried by afternoon gloom. Crowded streets, familiar faces, but war still lives in hidden places. They smile back like they're okay, like the past just fades away. But smiles don't heal what time can't touch. Some memories hurt too much. Still they stand, still they try, still they smile when people pass by. This is the day we smile for our soldiers, not because it's easy, The night sleeps softly over broken streets. Even pain seems tired of repeating itself. Windows glow, then fade to black. Dreams retreat, there's no coming back. The world lies down, the clocks grow still, but some hearts refuse to ever heal. In the silence where shadows ache, courage stays awake. While the city forgets to feel, and the dark pretends it's real, there are souls who choose to stay, standing guard till break of day. The night sleeps, courage stays awake, holding on for mercy's sake. When hope is thin and faith feels late, the night sleeps, courage stays awake. No songs are sung, no hands to take, just breath by breath they stay awake. Boots rest still on cold hard ground, listening for the smallest sound. A memory moves through the mind of safer days they left behind. A mother's voice, a child's laugh, frozen in the aftermath. Every love they had to leave is a promise they still keep. They don't talk about the fear or how the end feels always near. They wear their silence like a shield, because silence doesn't kneel. The night sleeps, courage stays awake, in the dark where hearts might break. With trembling hands and steady stance, they give tomorrow one more chance. Though tears burn hot, they never take. The night sleeps, courage stays awake. Midnight drips like heavy rain, every second taste of pain. The stars look down but say no word, like even heaven hasn't heard. Gunfire echoes far away, or maybe it's just memory played in every pause between each breath. They bargain quietly with death. If I fall before the sun, tell my family I didn't run. Tell them fear was at my side, but courage stood, and so did I. If my name fades into dust, let my footsteps still be trust. I stayed awake when hope felt fake, I stayed awake. Candles burn in distant rooms for souls still fighting through the gloom. Prayers rise slow, then circle back, lost somewhere in the black. No medals shine in sleepless eyes, no glory waits behind these nights. Just the weight of standing still, against the dark, against the chill. They don't burn with hate or pride, but love they keep buried deep inside. For lives they'll never get to meet, they lose their sleep. The night sleeps, courage stays awake, bearing more than heart should take. For quiet homes and peaceful dreams, they guard the fragile in between. With every vow they never break, the night sleeps, courage stays awake. Listen to the hush between the sound, that's where bravery is found. Not in shouting, not in praise, but in staying through the darkened days. Hours crawl toward pale blue light, dawn afraid to end the night. Eyes burn red, but still they stand, carrying fate in open hands. No one sees the cost they pay, the pieces left along the way, but every breath they choose to take pushes darkness back. If tomorrow brings more pain, they will stay awake again, because courage isn't loud or brave, it's simply what remains. The night sleeps, courage stays awake. Broken souls that do not break through endless fear and silent cries, they guard the edge where daylight lies. If peace is born from sacrifice, remember those awake at night. The night sleeps, courage stays awake till the dawn finally breaks. One day the night will learn to rest, and courage can lay down its head until that dawn. Through every ache, the night may sleep, but courage stays awake. Dawn breaks softly on a wounded land. Footprints fade in the river's sand. The air still smells of smoke and fear, of yesterday that lingers here. Helmets heavy with untold names, eyes that have seen too many flames. They walk where prayers have soaked the ground, where lost hearts are never found. No trumpet sound, no glory calls, just broken dreams and crumbling walls. When peace feels far, when hope feels thin, they draw a breath and step within. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand, holding sorrow in their hands. With shaking hearts, with steady feet, they face the night, they don't retreat. Though blood and tears soak this land, through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand. Letters folded deep inside, words from home they try to hide. A mother's voice, a child's smile, they haven't seen them for a while. Rain falls hard on tired skin, washing dust but not the sin. Every step costs more than bread, every silence smells of death. They don't speak of what they've seen, the ghosts that walk inside their dreams. They stand because someone must, even when the world turns to dust. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand, guarding peace they barely understand. No medals shine, no songs are sung, just broken prayers on every tongue. Still side by side, still hand in hand. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand. Night falls slow like heavy chains, the sky reflects the land's deep pain. Gunfire echoes far away like memories that never fade. They kneel beside a fallen friend, whispering words that have no end. Promises made under broken stars, to remember who they are. If I don't return at dawn, tell my father I was strong, tell my children I believe. might seem. If my name is lost in time, let this land still heal and shine. I gave my fear, I gave my breath, so peace could live beyond my death. Temples hum with quiet cries, monks pray under darkened skies. Candles flicker in the rain, lighting up this endless pain. No hatred lives inside their vow, just protect this land somehow. They carry faith like wounded light through every dark and endless night. When the world refuses sight, they become the shield, the fight. Not for pride, not for fame, but so tomorrow has a name. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand on shattered roads, on sacred land. For every child afraid to sleep, for every promise they must keep. Though hope feels small, though hearts are scarred, they stand their ground, they guard the dark. Through pain and fire, listen to the quiet breath between the fear, between the death. That's where courage slowly grows, in the hearts no one knows. Morning comes but not with peace, just another fragile cease. Hands are shaking, voices low, still they rise and still they go. No statues carved to mark their pain, no history free of stain. But every step they choose to take is for the land that still can break. If tomorrow brings more fire, they will walk through something higher, because love for home still burns, even when nothing returns. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand, carrying heaven through hell's demand. With broken souls but iron will, they stand when all is still. If peace is born from sacrifice, remember who paid the price. Through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand for the future of this land. When the guns are only sound and the dead sleep in the ground, let history softly understand this land still breathes. Because through pain and fire, Cambodian soldiers stand. Before the dawn learns how to break, before the city starts to breathe, there are promises we silently make to protect what we still believe. Footsteps echo on wounded ground where yesterday refuses to sleep. Every heartbeat makes a sound too heavy, too hard to keep. The sky hangs low like it knows our pain. Clouds gather without a cry. We've learned how to smile in the rain, learned how not to ask why. This land remembers every tear, scar pressed into stone. Hope survives because we're here, even when we feel alone. No one sees the fear we hide, no one counts the nights we fall. We just stand side by side, answering the call. Under one flag, we stand together in broken times. In endless weather, hearts are tired, but still we stay, holding peace in fragile hands. Under one flag, we stand together through loss, through tears, through forever. If the night feels calm and safe, it's because we chose to stand. Names are whispered in the dark, like prayers that never end. Every name once held a spark, a child, a lover, a friend. Letters folded with gentle lies. I'm fine, don't wait for me. Truth hides behind brave eyes, where sorrow sleeps quietly. Mothers kneel on cold hard floors, fathers stare into the rain. Every knock outside the door feels like calling out their name. We carry more than we can show, more than words could ever say. Learning how to let hope grow in the slowest, hardest way. No medals for the nights we cry, no songs for what we lose. We just lift our heads and try, because someone has to choose. Under one flag, we stand together in silence, deeper than the thunder. Every scar a promise kept, every tear a truth we've met. Under one flag, we stand together when the world feels torn asunder. If tomorrow finds its way, it's because we stay. We remember rivers wide, palm trees dancing in the heat, children laughing by the side of roads now lined with tired feet. In the quiet before the storm, we close our eyes and travel home, trying hard to stay warm, so our hearts don't turn to stone. History will clean its hands, write peace in careful lines, but never feel how courage stands at the edge of borrowed time. Peace is never born in light, it grows where shadows fall, built by countless sleepless nights, answered by a simple call. If tomorrow never comes, if our voices fade away, let the land remember us in every peaceful day. We were more than fear and flame, more than orders, more than lines. We were people with a name, giving up our time. So when the bells ring soft and slow and the streets feel whole again, remember what you didn't know. Remember when under one flag we stand together with shaking hands and hearts that weather every loss, every goodbye. Still we stand, we don't deny. Under one flag, we stand together when the night lasts longer than ever. If peace rests easy in your sleep, it's because of what we keep. Some return but never leave, their minds still walking broken ground. Memories breathe when they try to sleep, echo the days, nothing teaches how to rest. Peace feels gentle to the free, to those who never heard the cries. But peace was paid painfully with unseen, unheard goodbyes. We carry names we cannot say, faces lost in passing years, so children now can laugh and play without inheriting our fears. Under one flag we stand together, not for glory, not for pride, but for the hope of calmer days and the tears we keep inside. Under one flag we stand together. If this land feels strong and whole, it's because we gave our strength, it's because we gave our souls. When the night is quiet and still and no alarms tear the sky, listen close, you'll hear us still in every prayer, in every sigh. Under one flag we stand together, in sadness deep, in courage true. If peace is yours to hold forever, remember who stood for you. Before the light touches Angkor stone, before the monks begin to pray, there are souls who wake alone, carrying night into the day. Boots on dust, hearts held tight, names whispered into the wind. Every step is a borrowed fight, every breath a silent hymn. The land remembers every scar, every tear that touched the ground. Even stars look tired afar, watching pain without a sound. They stand where fear and duty meet, with shaking hands, with steady eyes, learning how to feel defeat without letting hope die. No flags can show what they've lost, no words can say what they defend. Peace is written at a cost that never truly ends. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers, bound by love though the nights grow colder. Not for glory, not for fame, but for tomorrow, born from pain. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers. If our voices sound much softer, it's because we carry cries from those who stood and didn't rise. Letters home with careful lines, I'm okay, don't worry now. Truth is buried between the signs, under every fragile vow. Mothers light the evening flame, fathers stare at empty chairs. Every prayer calls the same name, every silence learns despair. They laugh sometimes to ease the ache, share small dreams like stolen bread. Smiles they force so friends won't break, while fear lies wide awake in bed. Some will never see the dawn, never feel the rain again. They live on in what goes on in the hearts of living men. No cameras in the falling rain, no applause when courage bends. Only brothers sharing pain, only sisters, only friends. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers, walking through the because they faced the storm, so peace could feel like home. They remember rivers wide, palm trees swaying in the heat, children laughing by the side of roads they pray they'll meet. In the quiet before the dark, they close their eyes and go back home, holding light like a fragile spark, so they don't turn into stone. History will clean its page, write its truth in gentle lines, but never feel the silent rage or the cost of borrowed time. Peace is not a gift we find lying untouched in open air. It's built by hearts that break inside, by souls who choose to care. And if tomorrow never comes, if their names dissolve in rain, let the earth still hum their love, let the wind remember pain. They were more than war and fear, more than uniforms and lines. They were once just children here, dreaming simple, quiet lives. So when the bells of temples ring and markets fill with light, remember what that calm did bring. Remember who stood in the night. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers, carving peace from nights grown colder. With trembling faith and tired hands they held together. Broken land, we are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers. If our tears fall soft and slow, it's because we cry for them and for the ones we'll never know. The war may end, but echoes stay in empty eyes and shaking hands. Some come home but drift away, still fighting where they stand. Medals cold against the chest can't warm the nights they lost. Sleep is just another test, memory the heaviest cost. Peace feels gentle to the free, to those who never heard the screams. But peace was paid so painfully, with shattered nights and broken dreams. They carry scars we cannot see, they carry names we'll never say, so we can simply live in peace and watch our children play. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers, not carved in stone, not told by orders, but written in each breath we take, every dawn they help to make. We are Cambodian, one heart standing soldiers. If our land feels calm and whole, it's because they gave their soul, so peace could finally grow. When the night is quiet and still and no alarms disturb the sky, listen close. In the quiet streets before the morning wakes, people smile for promises they hope still take. A folded flag, a pressed goodbye, a brave be safe hiding a cry. Uniforms buttoned, boots tied tight, smiles appear in the soft street light. They smile like courage is easy to wear, like fear is something no one feels there. But hands are shaking, hearts are sore, standing at the edge of an open door. They smile so love won't fall apart. They smile to calm a breaking heart. They smile because tears would say too much about how goodbye still hurts to touch. This is when people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniforms, smiles stitched together to keep them warm. They smile through fear, through pain unknown, smiling so no one walks alone. Every smile hides a prayer unspoken. Every smile is already broken. Oh, remember the truth behind the art. When people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform. A child waves with a painted grin, not knowing the weight that smile is in. A mother nods, says she'll be strong, counting the days that feel too long. Cameras flash, the world applauds, but silence follows when the crowd is gone. At night, those smiles fall to the floor, and fear knocks hard on every door. They smile for strength they don't yet have. They smile so hope won't look too sad. They smile to hold the moment still before the world tests human will. This is when people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniforms, smiles shaped by love, bruised and worn. They smile for peace they've never seen, for safe returns they still believe. Every smile carries a silent fight against the darkness of each night. Oh, remember the truth behind the art. When people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform. Oh, rain falls slow on distant ground. Let us travel without a sound. Ink runs thin with words like fine, written between the broken lines. Smiles arrive in photos sent, trying to look like nothing's bent, but eyes betray what lips deny. How often courage wants to cry. If smiling could bring them safely home, no one would ever feel alone. If smiling could erase the cost, no name would join the list of lost. But smiles are borrowed, fragile things, held together by hope and strings. They shine the brightest before the fall, like stars that know they can't last long. This is when people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform, quiet smiles to keep them strong. They smile so fear won't cross the line. They smile to freeze a moment in time. Every smile is love in disguise, standing bravely in front of goodbyes. Oh, remember the truth behind the art. When people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform. Time moves on, but not the same. Some come back carrying hidden pain. Crowded rooms, but lonely nights. Smiles still practiced under lights. Some smiles fade, some learn to stay, some disappear along the way. But every smile remembers when it had to be strong back then. This This is when people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform. Not because it's easy, but because it's love. They smile through loss, through waiting years, through shaking hands and swallow tears. Every smile is a vow to endure. Every smile says my love is sure. Honor the cost, the fragile art. When people smile for the ones in soldiers' uniform. So if you see a smile too calm, too still, know it's standing against its will. Listen closely, feel its quiet form. That smile was born for someone in a soldier's uniform. The stars hang low like they're afraid to see. Boots rest heavy on frozen ground. No voices left, no human sound. The wind carries echoes of yesterday's cries. Names carved softly in darkened skies. Every shadow remembers a face. Every step feels out of place. Silence isn't peace, it's a waiting scream. A fragile space between death and dreams. When the world sleeps, turns its gaze, that's when the fire starts to blaze. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. With burning hearts in endless haze. No cheers, no songs, no guiding light. Just faith that survives the night. Through fear and loss, through unseen days. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Letters unread inside a pack. Memories pushing forward, pulling back. A child's laugh from a life before. Echoes behind every door. Hands shake slightly, not from cold, but from the weight of stories untold. Every breath is a borrowed flame. Every heartbeat calls their name. They don't speak of the cost they pay, or how courage slowly fades. They stand because someone must. When hope turns fragile, turns to dust. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Standing firm in the darkest phase. With tired eyes and spirits worn, they guard the edge of every dawn. Even when the world forgets their names. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Moonlight falls on broken steel, on wounds that time refuses to heal. A prayer is whispered, barely heard. Not for victory, just one more word. They kneel beside a fallen friend, knowing this pain will never end. Promises made beneath the stars to carry truth through endless scars. If I don't make it home footsteps still go on. I gave my breath, I gave my flame, so peace could learn my name. The hours crawl like wounded time, every second crossing a line. Gunfire echoes far away like memories that refuse to fade. No medals shine in this dark place, only mud and tired faith. Yet still they rise, still they stay, guarding life till break of day. They don't burn with hate or pride, but love they keep buried deep inside. For a tomorrow they may not see, they stand in quiet bravery. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze through frozen fear and endless days. For sleeping towns and fragile lives, they carry fire to keep hope alive. With every tear they never show, they light the dark so others know. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Listen to the space between the sound. That's where courage can be found. Not in noise, not in praise, but in the quiet where soldiers blaze. Dawn feels distant, thin and weak, like it's afraid to finally speak. Still they wait with burning chest, carrying grief they never confess. No statues carved for sleepless eyes, no headlines for unheard goodbyes. But every night they choose to stay is a promise made in flame. If tomorrow brings more pain, they will stand and stand again. Because even in the darkest maze, a single spark can still blaze. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Broken souls in quiet flames. Through trembling hands and shattered faith, they burn against the weight of fate. If peace is born from sacrifice, remember who paid the price. When the night is silent, soldiers still blaze. Lighting hope in hidden ways. One day the night will lose its hold. The fire will rest, the hearts grow old, but history must remember this phase. When the world went quiet, soldiers still blazed. Where Cambodia shines beneath a broken sky, golden fields breathe softly as the night walks by. Temples watch in silence, stone hearts aged and wise, holding all the prayers that never reach the skies. The road is dark with memory, wet with tears and rain. Each step echoes promises, stitched with pain. Boots touch earth and knows every fallen name. Where Cambodia shines, nothing stays the same. The wind moves through the sugar palms like a sigh, calling sons and daughters who learn how not to cry. heroes beneath the uniform, smiles from home, keeping courage warm. The night feels endless, the silence grand. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. The dark asks softly, why don't you run? We answer with breath until the night is done. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. In the cold of night, in the heat of command. With tears in their eyes and fire inside, they hold the line while dreams sleep wide. Though sorrow follows like drifting sand. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. Rain counts seconds on tired steel, every drop reminding what is real. Mud clings tight like yesterday's scars. Each step forward feels too far. Smiles are worn like borrowed shields, covering wounds the silence reveals. They don't speak loud of what they lose, they let duty choose. Letters folded thin from being read, words of love that keep hope fed. Dreams of simple mornings, quiet days, of children laughing in familiar ways. The river hums a morning tune for souls who left too soon. Where Cambodia shines, it knows the cost. Every brave soul lost. The past walks close, it knows their names, but it cannot drown the flame. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. Through storms of fear and shifting land, with shaking hands but steady aim, they guard the future, not the fame. Though grief returns like a second hand, where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. Somewhere far a village wakes, kettles sing as daylight breaks. Children run with careless feet, safe in peace they'll never meet. They don't hear the whispered prayer or see the weight these soldiers bear. They only know the morning light because someone stood all night. Old veterans sit beneath fading trees, time in their eyes, hearts on their knees. They speak of friends who didn't return, of lessons learned, the hardest way to learn. No anger leaves in the words they say, just quiet pride that chose to stay. Where Cambodia shines, it listens still to courage shaped by our will. If they fall as one. Under moonlight, under sun, they are more than ranks or names, more than histories, burning flames. From shattered nights, resolve is born. From endless grief, a silent form. A nation beats inside their chest, tired, wounded, but never less. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand, nails the way. They give their warmth, their youth, their strength, so peace can stay. From frozen nights to burning days, from silent tears to endless faith. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand, holding tomorrow in their hand. History aches and hope feels thin. They don't ask why the road is hard, they only step again. From shadowed dust to fragile dawn, from broken strength to carrying on. Where Cambodia shines, soldiers stand. the light is gone. As first light touches wounded land, and night releases its command, they don't ask the world to know the price they paid so peace could grow. Where Cambodia shines in quiet grace, their courage lives in every place, in sacred soil, in silent sand. Where Cambodia shines, soldier.